Evelios. Limping slightly because I'm still like
trotting along, bringing up the rear.
There is. You can hear what sounds like javelins or something pinging off metal spears. Okay. 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 3. Blimey. Oh gosh, that's all come through as GM, but that's all 4 hit. 4, 2, 6, 11, 17. As you come at the other side and you see that entrance, that metallic statue that I think Wolfen spot. Oh, what route are you taking through the halls, by the way?
Same way back that we took the first time. Just because I don't want to take any chances of.
So basically across the middle.
I was going through the south side, so just like here where I'd taken out the orc.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'd basically be going like here.
I'm just following Evelios.
Okay, when you get there, you see when you get round the corner, Evelios, you see in the here there is that kind of statue. Well, Wolfen would have spotted that statue thing. Pity Wolfen's a bit practically the same colour as a blooming background.
So camouflage.
So you see that, but it's looking fairly injured, and it's making its way back through here, away from whatever's attacking it in the corridor. Just roll a quick initiative. It is looking well damaged.
Give me more skull. Come on. Too close. There it is.
Woohoo! Look at that.
Okay, Evelios.
The 3 that I rolled was intended for Bethanoch. I didn't see that you already had rolled for her.
All right, okay.
Except if she has a plus 13 on initiative, which would be quite scary.
Don't have that character sheet open because we're back on that character anyway.
All right, so since I don't know who's fighting who for what reason, have I seen that kind of statue before when we came through here?
You might not have. Wolfen will recognise it.
Yeah, I did not. I thought so. In that case,
I can't find what I'm looking. Why am I not finding what I'm looking for?
Is that fire-breathing statue?
Him.
Yeah, if that's the same one as the fire-breathing one, I'll shout.
Okay,
Look out, fire.
I'll just move over here, and I will hold my action until I know who's the enemy, and I will call out down the corridor that we intend to take to the militia, and I'm gonna say, I hope you guys are still alive out there with the survivors, and if so, let us know who needs to die so that we can finally get the hell out of here.
You hear Halvor's voice. Just that strange creature. Watch it. It has some sort of mind-bending sort of screech.
Oh, great. Okay, well, if that's the case, then I'm going to take a shot at it. Just a regular one. that's just a 10.
And you hear orders that obviously the voice is turned away from you and orders, and you hear the movements going up there. Okay. What have you got? Right.
I'll just take
That misses.
second
This
shot.
is a sort of a almost like an exoskeleton, metal exoskeleton
Okay.
type of thing. There's something inside in there as well, but you can't quite see it at the moment. Second one does hit.
Okay. And since I forgot at the end of my round, I'll put Hunter's Mark on it. Okay. That's it
Bethan
for me.
looks at you warily. Could you do the ghost wisdom, please? Save.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Actually, I was. But not wisdom. Wisdom be wisdom. You can see there's some sort of battle going on in there. Skull.
Since he's still not doing any better, he will just come a little closer, but stay away from whatever I'm engaging. And just wait for further instructions. Better safe than sorry. That's it.
Could you make a saving throw, please, Evelios?
Which one?
Strength.
Strength. Oh, great. Yeah, of course, my forte. Wow.
Okay, as it moves in, it screeches, a real sort of sound screech, kind of goes in at you, vibrates right through you, and then an appendage that's almost like a drill comes up towards you. For 6.
That's a hit.
Yeah, 6 piercing.
Yep. Got it.
Orthica.
Ouchie.
Okay, I'm just gonna move up a little bit so I can move up to there. And I'm going to.
You can just see the top of it over the wall.
Okay, cool. That's fine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take from my belt pouch the tiniest of it's almost like a little tiny wind chime almost, and I'm just going to strike it, and just behind it, so it doesn't affect Evelios, I'm going to cast Shatter.
Oh.
So it's almost like the little tiny like symbols you used to get,
Yep.
tiny ones. So it's almost like that, just to
that's
set off
clever.
this.
I love that. Thank you. Constitution
Nice.
saving throw. That is really nice. I love that.
Sweet.
Oh, boom!
Wow.
Right. 18. Oh my god. This shatter goes behind there. Rubble kind of drops from whatever's above a little bit just because of the noise, the sonic boom. So you've got round ringing noise sort of thing. I suppose it is like a sonic boom, kind of like this sonic screech. And this kind of creature almost stops and then clunks and topples over dead.
Oh yes!
Nice.
That is great. Beats it at its own game almost.
Love that. And just be like, And he'll just do a little, just a little prayer to his goddess for that.
You got a little spark or two.
Because clearly she was with me on that one.
Nicely done.
and I'll see if I can catch Abelius's eye and just give him a smirk and a wink,
Okay.
as if to go. That's why they call me legendary.
Halvor steps through the door. Looking a wee bit injured, but not too badly. He goes, the rest of them have got the villagers out. We came back just to check that you were okay, you were taking some time.
Yeah, we made some new friends, dispatched of some not so friendly friends. You know how it goes.
He
Let's
then
just...
sees
Bethelmer?
he then sees oh no. And draws his great sword. And raises his great sword. He would have already had it drawn.
Just okay. Put it down. You're there with me. Us.
You can guarantee them? Not they won't hurt us?
Nope. But I can guarantee I will hurt you if I try to hurt them.
Why weren't you after this spellcaster?
It's not him. It's a clone.
You what?
It's complicated. We'll
then.
We'll fill you in once we're out.
Put them in front of me then. And if they make one bad move, I'll run them through with the sword.
If it makes you any happier, you can certainly try. I won't be able to, but okay. Fine, so you walk behind me then. And I'll call for Rathana and for Skull to come up and get going again. It's time to get out of here.
You take the long trail through the tunnels back. It is sort of quiet, but there's almost a feeling of... cleansing's the wrong thing, but there's a different feeling to the place. Not as even though you're underground, it's not as oppressive as it maybe felt when you came in. And you head... Let me see if I can get this to work. I'm going to group these all together. You head on out. Oh, and he spotted the orc as well, so I'm just going to assume you've... Yeah. You head on out and you make your way back to the longhouse, and out the back of the longhouse. Actually, I'm going to put you on a different. Let's go to the main hall. The map will look slightly different because this is just an individual map of the hall. Hendrick Hall? Is this the right one? Let's move you.
Can we take the time moving backward to fill in Halvor with the most essential details, like don't kill him, don't kill him, don't kill him, take care of them. Also, we need to get paid. Also, we need healing. Also, you're welcome.
You were offered coin, and that offering still stands.
I just went back. Well, you're in luck. We've this month we do have a special on clearing out disused temple dungeons. So we've got a friends rate going on as well. So
you were offered coin previously, and you refused it. And I can't actually offhand remember what it was, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like.
Does that sound like us? That doesn't sound like.
We did We did say no.
You did,
Because we don't have any way to spend it. Anyway.
Well, I've got things that I want to buy.
Where?
I need to find a blacksmith.
You need to find a healer. First.
I can have a snooze. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
I would have spent the journey making up tales to tell the little girl about Orthica.
Yes.
Okay.
I love it.
in that, I don't know how long you've been down there now. Obviously, there's been a lot of. I mean, although there's not many villagers left in the thingy, in the time that you've been away, this, and also when you've done the Grove and the meeting with the Cariacas Solish, there's been a bit of tidying up. The cages and things have gone. And although there's still the ravages of the folk that took this village over, I've actually got that one wrong. That's meant to be a brewery, but don't worry about that. You won't see that until you go out. I'm just going to change that one.
Worry about it.
The longhouse has been kind of re-established as kind of what it was, a kind of a hostelry meeting room, etc. There aren't many people in there. There is someone behind the bar, kind of working with a bit of food and pouring ale into a jug and bringing it over to you wherever you're sitting in this room.
Absolutely going to collapse in a chair in a corner near the fire and just kind of start massaging my feet. And just be like, oh.
Yeah, it isn't quite the same as the original one, but I think it's easier on this map because it's a bigger map. Okay.
We probably should invest in some horses at some point. We do an awful lot of walking for seasoned adventurers,
When
you know.
you came out of the kind of the cellar underneath, you became aware of the merest. You got used to this cold land. You've became aware of the merest thaw going on.
What's that, sorry?
Thaw,
Thought.
as in snow's melting.
I kind of, I'll whisper to Wolfen, did we do this?
I think it was the little tube of stuff.
Okay, well, if anybody
When you used
asks,
that
it
tube
was
before,
definitely
that
us.
Just had produced
Well-
a tree sort of thing. It hadn't really. But remember what you've done in the temple below?
Yeah.
So
Well, let's hope it's just not an eternal summer now instead.
Mm.
Yeah, as a druid, you
God.
want balance to be redone, don't you?
Yeah, there has to be an equilibrium.
I'm more of a autumn dragonborn myself. I do like the color of the leaves. Very match my skin tones. Well, not the silver bits I've got now.
You were not bronze. You were actually brown. You just polished them. That's quite vain for a dragonborn.
I had got you a present, but if you don't want it, well.
Halvor goes, excuse me a moment, and, well, more than just a moment. I will go and retrieve that coin purse the villagers put together for you.
Do you have a decent blacksmith in the town? Do you know?
I don't think
Well, we
they
did
have.
until
think
they've
they
headed
don't have
off
anyone.
to Throhenway. It was one of you that said to get our villagers out of here.
Well, it made sense at the time, so.
You
It
will
still
find
makes
a
sense.
blacksmith in Rohenway.
And did you know, are they
You
any
may
good?
find one down in Somerton. That is if depends on how badly they've been affected by this long winter.
See.
And what of this elf here? You say to me not to hurt him, but that is the same as what organised took over our village.
Yeah, I know. He looks like him, but it's not him.
You said something of clone. What do you mean by clone? This guy, you can actually see, even though when you met him first, he was more of a kind of a villager, had been a bit of used in slavery. He's got some really old armour, so it looks, you'd almost probably recognise he's been a knight at some point in his past.
Since I cannot gauge how well he understands this, and Ivalios does not really understand it himself, I will just say to him, it's like if you take a loaf of bread and it looks delicious, but you bite your teeth out, and the next day you get another loaf of bread that just looks the same, but it isn't. It's just the same with him. He's not the stale loaf of bread. He's a fresh loaf of bread.
What are you talking about?
So hungry
I'm trying
now.
to explain to him what a clone
I
is.
have-
The guy behind
That's
that's effectively the
a
bar
copy.
comes over
I
with
don't know.
a plate full of what appear to be fresh pies.
I mean, you know what a loaf of bread is, don't you? I mean, it's not. I'm just.
I don't think that our characters have any idea about what a copy is. So, yeah.
Well, you can get copies of swords and copies of rings. Jewelers will make same copies of rings, like wedding bands or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't think that it would. Yeah. I'm sticking to my bread analogy. I think that was quite smart.
Halvor looks over to you, Orthiker, being the more warrior-y sort of looking type.
Absolutely.
And he goes,
It's a long story. How about we just say it's all a bit mystical?
Oh, yeah, that helps him understand.
well, to a certain extent, that's beyond my ken, even though...
I'm not sure I even understand it myself. All I know is that this one here won't try and kill all of the people here. That's all I really get from... I don't really know.
Oh, glad you didn't tell him he won't try it any more than either of us. Well, it is what it is.
Excuse me, I need to go away. You better keep an eye on that orc, but I hear from Susanna that he rescued both the children. So
That it is.
I mean, I don't wish to kind of pry or make suggestions, but it certainly seems like he might make a good addition to your militia watch. Certainly, people seem to like him and could be very handy in keeping the place around here safe. I don't know if he wants to do that, but, it could be a good job opportunity and means we don't have to look after him. So, everyone's a winner.
Well, we will think on that. We can but hope that our neighbours can return to the village soon, maybe.
Well, I think if any place is safe in these dark days, I would hope that the work we have done here, and please tell your friends about what we did, would help And I think they might be safe coming back, you know.
So would you
Still.
suggest we send a messenger out after them?
Maybe not now.
I don't like to guarantee anything, but
Feel like we're probably heading that way.
Yeah, I think. Didn't we plan on going to Rohanway ourselves?
yes.
So, I would suggest you send everyone who does not necessarily need to be here to Rohanway as well. And you'd said something about getting help from over there to come back with you and start fortifying this place a little more. Get some.
Well, that was a suggestion. I've sent a letter.
Yeah. Well, we'll see
With
about
them.
that, but you definitely should make some.
Well, actually, I believe Oddvig sent a letter with them. I obviously wouldn't because I was.
Make some adjustments to the security of your town.
I agree.
Also-
These are changing times, and maybe those of us in the Northlands really need to. We've sat comfortable for too long until this all happened.
Can I make a small recommendation? A couple of things. Now, I don't know which particular religion you follow up here, but I could always spread the good word of my particular goddess, and you know, a little bit of divine intervention wouldn't necessarily go amiss, and maybe you could dedicate a small temple to her here, and
If we re-established the Autumn Temple.
I'm just thinking it might be helpful. She certainly.
Your goddess's name?
That is an excellent question.
You did get it.
Me,
Your halberd quietly. You feel energy run through your halberd a little bit. Halberd even.
Oh, I'll look at it and
and
read
it
it
goes. Dialana.
off. I think it could be useful in terms of maybe, you know, healing your wounded, and it wouldn't hurt to learn about her and her ways.
What did you do down there?
Ah, well, what
Other
didn't
than
we do
kill
down
things? I'm not worried about the killing and rescuing our civilians, which I gather we need to go back down and recover the bodies of the others and give them a funeral.
You might not want to do that.
But we can't leave them down there. And
I know it's harsh, but see, there is at least one additional entrance to whatever's down there, and it has nothing, or apparently nothing, to do with whoever we encountered down there. And the best thing you can do is just make sure
Could we
that
block it off?
nobody else comes. Yeah.
Is that something you would suggest we wait until we have more help?
The question is, how much help do you think you will get, and how long will it take until help is here? What will happen?
How many
in the
miles
time
is it to the moon is
we
a question we can't answer.
Yeah, we can't. I can't answer that question for you either, because we have no idea who they are. We have no idea what their plan all this is. Quite frankly, as much as we enjoy helping people and surviving that,
Oddvig or Elsin, so much has happened in the last couple of days that I've been back, 3 days or so. Said you were up here to do something. You came from the Temple of the Winter Sun,
Hmm.
and you were here to recover something. Was it to do with
Yeah.
his double or whatever you're calling them?
Well, the thing that we actually are looking for is some kind of artifact that is missing from the Temple of the Winter Sun. But since we don't know what it is, that's even worse than a needle in a haystack.
Why come to
Well, we
Wintrig?
could
Oh, that's a long story.
we put an orb in the Temple of Autumn Fire. Yeah.
Mhm.
So would it be an orb for the other ones?
I am not of religious bent, but if you returned something to the old temple below, then maybe that's what you're looking for. I heard stories and legends about temples in the north, but we're just simple folk. Although I do know Elsian, my niece, was learning about the old ways.
Who besides her has any knowledge about those temples? Besides her, or maybe Ingeborg, who seems to be very well versed about
Well,
things that are going on.
Her well, there is this. You got to bear in mind he only knows a little bit of what has gone on because of him recently coming out from Underground. So he's been filled in on with some stuff by Odveg, his wife. He's Halvar, he's human. Odveg was an elf. Elsian was their niece. And Elsian, she has ancestry that was brought to light by a Rupert Baskerville. Where's the perception?
Of course it was.
Wolfen. And possibly Velios. Actually, Velios, you'll see Wolfen kind of turn and look at Aonachwan. There's a slight change in the kind of the demeanour. Aonach sitting there tickling a cat that's curled up next to him. Daniel, your eyebrows are very expressive there.
Well, just as long as just tickling the cat.
But there's a bit of demeanour. Instead of looking down at the cat, all of a sudden, attention is on in the room to your conversation.
Might kind of subtly get up and wander over and also pet the cat.
Hi, Wolfen. No, not in that voice. I can't do voices. Hi, Wolfen.
Hello. It's a nice cat, isn't it?
I lost my cat.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Where did you last put it?
Just when we left home to go and visit that temple.
It might come back. Cats are clever
But
little...
wasn't that a long time ago,
Yes.
or some different place?
I don't know. We're always sort of falling around in time and place, and it's fine. Eventually you get where you need to be.
That sounds like one of Mama's fairy tales. I don't think Evelios likes me anymore.
He does. He just...
He was really angry with me downstairs, down below.
Well, it was really scary. Did
What
you see
was?
what you did to that dwarf?
What was scary?
When you were a bear?
It wasn't a bear. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Oh dear.
you know how sometimes I turn into animals?
Can you be my cat?
Could you see that as a sword?
No, you turn into things.
Yeah.
Do you mean to say I did that?
Yeah.
Evelios, you're very aware Wilson's in quite deep conversation with Bethanach.
Yeah, I'm just like listening but not listening. I'm just taking mental notes for when we're having our chat. Just like
What did your cat look like?
They're stripy. So, you say I was a bear?
Yeah, a really big white bear.
That sounds really cool.
It was. It was fairly gory. Can I try and find familiar a stripy cat?
That is brilliant because unfortunately in the game that
Awesome.
my druid played, we were doing it as our spell cast, but the actual feature that allows us is you can cast Find Familiar as an action. So you call on that and a stripy cat appears on the table. The other cat suddenly goes and runs off. That's so clever.
That is great.
And Bethanach looks and reaches out and tickles it.
This isn't your cat, but it's a friend of mine, I suppose.
Will it be my friend?
Yeah. So, how much do you remember from being down there?
I remember Evelios letting me borrow a body so I could hug him.
Any more than that?
Didn't Arthur go fall through a floor? And he laughs.
He did. It was really funny.
I will help myself to some of the pie in the meantime.
Very
Because
tasty
I'm
pie.
just like
It's very tasty pie.
Yeah.
Didn't you kill things down there?
Yeah, we kill things all over the place.
I'm not sure if I like being in this body.
I'm not sure I like you being in it either. To be honest, I prefer the scary sword.
At least in the sword I could be with him. And I kind of knew I was safe there. I don't feel safe here. That big person over there doesn't like me.
He's just grumpy.
Not Orthica.
He is just grumpy.
Hmm.
I can confirm that.
Oh, the face you're wearing at the minute is has done some bad things to his friends.
So why put me in then?
I don't know. You'll have to talk to.
Sorry, Orthica,
Yeah.
I didn't realise you weren't there.
Anybody else? Here's a foul figure.
Kind of looks down, just strokes the cat, and gone into a sort of childlike trance, ignoring you now.
That's alright. I'll sit there and pet the cat too.
Did
Okay.
we did Odvig tell us last time how long it would take to get to Huffington?
Oh god, that's the other direction.
Oh, sorry, not Huffington. Sorry,
Roenway.
Roenway. Yeah, sorry, God, I mixed them up.
Bear with me.
Approximately, just like a week, a
I
month.
think it's up to a week.
Yeah, okay, just what I figured. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. I will sit with Orthica and with Halvor, and I'll say, okay, here's the deal. We, as much fun as it is, we can't go off killing things for you twice a day. It's rather exhausting. Also, we have other things to take care of, but we don't want to leave here and just have you die the next day because no one's taking care of you.
I will need to speak to Odvig and Elsian. They have a better sense of what was going on here, bearing in mind I've been...
They
And
certainly
you can
did,
actually
but
see almost an exhaustion fall over him. In terms of just...
but they also left for Huffington, didn't they?
Odvig is still about. I can't remember if Elsian left. No, I think Elsian went to help escort.
I think she did.
Can't remember that.
Oh,
Not everyone left. There was a small, I think before you went in.
yeah, a few people stayed
I
behind.
think Elsian went, Odvig didn't.
Yeah, some people said they wouldn't want to leave. Some didn't want to leave anyway, and some not before the rest of the civilians were
2 to 3 days to Rohenwy.
saved. Or
Yeah.
so. Okay, we need to talk to Odvig because, yeah, like I said, we can't run off twice a day and kill something before it kills you or us.
Well, as I've said, it feels different. Although, yeah, as I say, I have not been here for what feels like weeks.
Well,
But
besides that, we need some
rest, if you must rest
Yes.
here. There are
Yes.
rooms that we have repaired out back.
Yeah, like a few days of respite would be
We will-
nice.
We
Also,
will,
we should talk to Odvig since she's apparently in charge now, and then try and see if we can help get plans and ideas in motion to do for this place what we can before we leave you, because
I think you've probably done enough.
rather sooner than later we need to be going.
All you can hear from Orthka is gentle snoring.
Oh. Would you like to wake him and
With
put him
little,
through
every now and then
mindfulness?
when you get little flickers of lightning out of his nose.
Yeah.
I'm
Orthica.
fully expecting this kind of engagement into this very important conversation. Just like,
Orthica,
Yeah.
you know, like when you're sleeping, you're aware of things going on around the room when you're in that sort of state on the couch or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You're in that sort of state on the
100%.
couch. You are aware of the background,
Yeah.
but not consciously taking it in.
Yep.
Yet, you feel sort of comfort come over you, as though you feel something good has been done here. In terms of getting that orb back in to the temple below. And you hear I am of the autumn storms in the voice of your goddess. You have done good here, but there is much else to do. I am part released, but still bound.
I'm just going to
Find the Order of Light. Trust and accept help. I'm just trying to work out how to phrase this now. This is just the start of your work. In bringing the old gods back to a land that was lost. Orthica, from Europe, from Wilfin and everyone else's point of view, Halvor suddenly stands up because quite a lot of sparks are stringling across your scales. And he goes, "What on earth?"
He's dreaming.
Yes,
Probably.
you just make sure you touch the ground if you go near him.
What's happening to him?
He's charging. I don't know. I'm not a dragon. I just.
Is this
He
normal?
does. Just don't. Just don't touch him.
Yeah.
Reminds me of stories my grandfather told me.
With stories.
Just of dragons and dragon-like creatures that sought to bring good to the world.
You might want to talk to Orthica about that once he's awake. I'm sure she.
I think we all need sleep. Day has worn on. I can't
Interesting
remember.
enough.
You've not been down there a day, but you went down there in the morning, I think. So, yeah, and done all your searching and everything. Time has gone on. Well, I must return to Odveg. My talking, I haven't gone to fetch that coin purse. I'm sorry.
God.
I will have someone bring it up to you.
Well, just forget about that for now. We'll talk to Odvig and then we'll figure out how things will go. Just when Orthica asks you, we'll tell him you already paid us. Okay?
Oh, yes.
Would, as part of your, I don't even, compensation we'll call it, I am sure I can offer you a house of your own in the village. Sadly, it is one that its previous owners died, either fighting for the village or down below. But if you can make use of it, it is yours.
It's scary because I was just about to ask if it were okay if we got a plot of land. We may not stay here, but yes.
But for your time here, or if you're passing through before the rest return and we rebuild, and hopefully expand.
Oh, maybe
This house is yours.
not just us, but I think we'll talk about this and yeah. But thank you. We will. Yeah, I think we can come to an arrangement about that. That will benefit you just as well as us. I'll talk to the others about this. How we'll go about it. But you should probably go and get some sleep. And just let Oddveig know that would like to talk to him sometime tomorrow.
I will. I am sure she will want to speak to you. And on that, he kind of gets up. And leaves out through the front doors there into what is still an early darkness.
Once Evil's alone, I'm gonna sort of gently get up and walk over.
Okay.
She doesn't remember being a bear.
I was expecting that. I'll talk to her and I'll talk to him and we'll figure out how to deal with this. And then I'll talk to Orthika, but I think it's best not to. We need to tell him, but I'd like to talk to them about this beforehand because he's itchy enough. So yeah, just he's having a rough day. Let's just not make it any worse. Also, congratulations. We're homeowners now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's probably like a dog shed or something like that, but yeah. We'll see. We'll turn in for the night and tomorrow we'll talk to Oddveig about how to proceed and then best get the hell out of this village.
Grog goes, what am I going to be doing? What am I going to be doing, even?
What do you want to do?
I kind of heard you saying about staying here and helping them.
Would you like to do that?
Yes, I would actually.
Well, then I see no reason why you shouldn't. Best you just come here tomorrow as well when you talk to Oddvik. I think your help will be invaluable in
Well, I will just
this village.
curl up on the rug in front of the fire, I think. The
Whatever suits you.
person behind the rudimentary bar there kind of comes over and he goes, rooms have been made up through, remade, redone up through that door there, here. If you would like to, or you can stay in this room overnight.
Well, I think it won't be bad if we slept in a bed.
Beds, mattresses have been filled with fresh down and straw.
Anything's better than the floor or a chair. I'm going to go over to Orthica, just kick a leg off his stool. He's sitting. It's like, time to go to bed, old man.
Yeah, it's been rather a long day, hasn't it?
It's not over.
When is
Also-
it ever over?
Oh, never. Halvor, by the way, already paid us, and
Marvelous.
congratulations. You own a house. Well, we do. Soon,
Yeah.
maybe. We'll talk about it tomorrow with Oddwig. That's going to be interesting. You could put up a statue in front of it.
Well, I was just. Now there's an idea. I wonder if I could set up a small prayer room for people who want to learn more about the religion.
That's definitely a thing you could do there. But yeah, maybe we'll rack our brains around this development, and we'll just throw in our ideas tomorrow, and we'll see what comes of it. Because after all, even if it is the most luxurious mansion, we know we're not gonna stay here.
This is true. We still have a lot to do, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's going to get any easier.
When does it
Hell is
ever?
a mansion.
It's like a
Bread. Is it like a loaf of bread? Is that what you're going to tell me?
If a house is like a loaf of bread, then a mansion is like a cake.
Sounds tasty.
It is. If we survive this one day, I'll show you a nice big house.
Okay, this dude walks past. He says, "Right, I will leave you and go home. Back door's locked. I believe Halvor, or he's got someone to secure the outside hatch down to the cellar.
That's good. Make sure to lock your door as well.
Keys are in the door in the south, so just lock it behind me, and I'll be here first thing in the morning to cook some breakfast."
Don't get up too early.
You don't want to get up early. I completely understand you.
Yeah.
I'll just turn to him and go, do you think we ought to check the hatch for ourselves and maybe move some big furniture over it tonight?
I was definitely thinking to move furniture on it.
You're more than welcome to do that, but I need to have a talk with Bethany, and I'd rather start sooner than later. So
Well, you carry on with that, and perhaps we'll go and make sure it's all secure and safe.
Okay, Wolf and Orthica, Grogis, may I help you?
Of course.
Watch your backs or something? I don't know.
Well, whilst we're doing this, let me tell you a little bit about my goddess. It's I think you might find some of her teachings very comforting.
No, better than the ones they forced me to blooming follow. So
Well-
you guys head outside to the back where the into the melting snow, where the hatch is. It's not on this particular map, and you see that there is a piece of wood being put through the two handles, and Grog is actually listening to you quite intently. Or appears to be listening to you quite intently.
Good lad.
Evelios.
Wolfen is too.
Wolf is... And then Wolfen remembers Carnunus. Okay. I'm looking at the time.